Here we are at the beginning of the 2K25 news cycle, and 24 is officially wrapped up. We're not making any more videos on that for the rest of the year. And guys, I just want to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for all the support you have shown me this year, bro. Who would have guessed that out of 8 years on YouTube, 2K24 was going to be my best year ever? Nobody. And it couldn't be done without y'all, man. So I appreciate you so much. Now look, of course, we've got some 2K25 stuff to talk about, but it's also been 10 days since I uploaded, and I've been wanting to talk to y'all. So of course you're gonna get a badge plug yapathon, most likely. We might go about 30 minutes on this thing, who knows. Drop a like for me and let's get into it, as well as enjoy the gameplay in the background. This was like the last time I was on 2K, like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I came in here on my 99 layup James Harden build. Yes, 99 layup. And was taking wannabe stage players VC on the 2500 court, you know, pretty high up. Shout out to my teammates though, couldn't have done it without them. Like I told y'all, bro, a lot of stage players aren't really that good at the game. They're just out here playing on meta lineups, and we were robbing them of their VC. But anyway, I don't want to yap any further. Like I said, I haven't been on in a while. I've been playing a lot of Elden Ring, guys. I mean, I have not played 2K. Like, I have 2 accounts. This one you're seeing right here, and of course my main one, Badgie Plug. And I think the highest one out of either is like level 7, because there's nothing to play for. Like, I don't even know what the level 40 reward is this season. I don't even remember what it is, and I don't care about the next season, whatever that level 40 reward is going to be. Of course, you know, we might talk about it for like 1 minute in the next video or whenever the new season comes out, but this actually correlates a lot with Chalk's tweet right here, where he said you get 1 change from 2K24 to 2K25. What is it? I want you guys to let me know in the comment section, if you only are able to change 1 thing into 2K25, what are you going to do? Now, y'all probably know what mine is from just listening to what we've been talking about, and that is rewards. There's got to be rewards to incentivize players like me and you. Okay, there is some people that only always just get on because they love basketball, which is awesome. I love basketball too, and that's really a lot of the reason a lot of us are still here, because if without that, 2K would be out of luck, right? But what I'm saying is, there's got to be rewards that makes you want to get on and earn something, and there's just not. There hasn't been in a long time. Sometimes they've dropped some decent rewards, but yeah, that's what I would change, and I want to see your guys' opinion in the comment section down below. Now, you all know the Boston Celtics are now the NBA champions. The day they won the championship, 2K tweeted out on Twitter and pinned the tweet, what if winning is just the beginning, at Jason Tatum. Congrats to the Celtics on their dominant run. And you see that picture right there in the video. They also changed to their profile picture. Now from there, you guys probably see where this is going. We have a little Jason Tatum quote tweet right here where it got 1.2 million views, and all he did was put some eye emojis. Okay? I don't know if you guys don't understand yet where we're going, but Power DF went to Twitter, and this is really interesting. He said, interesting, 2K's parent company Take-Two Interactive just filed a trademark for the phrase, quote unquote, ball over everything, that is now pending, which strongly hints at Jason Tatum being the cover athlete and the saying being the official phrase of 2K25. So in that video, they were saying ball over everything. They're showing Jason Tatum. They changed their profile picture. Now they got a patent pending. Jason Tatum will most likely be on one of the covers. I'm not saying all of them. Of course, they're probably going to have some alternates and stuff like that. Maybe have a Wemby one. That would be really cool, like an Alien edition or something like that. But remember, guys, please remember that these news videos are strictly information on the upcoming game for you to decide if you want to buy the game or not. And what I mean by that is, and of course you guys that have been here for a while know, I'm not paid by 2K. These videos are not to encourage you to buy the game or try to get you to do whatever it is. I don't care if you buy the game or not. If you don't, I respect that decision. And honestly, I would understand, because 2K has been doing some very bad business practices over the last few years. And on top of that, I believe this is the first time in a while but there's a lot of competition coming soon. I mean, we got Sparking Zero Dragon Ball coming out, Assassin's Creed, the new Power World map is coming out in like a day or two. I don't know if you guys liked Power World, but y'all remember I was into that for a minute. The new Elden Ring DLC, I've been playing a lot. That's where my gaming time has been going. Like I said, man, that game has been awesome. Then we have Black Ops 6 coming out in like October, GTA 6 next year, college football. I mean, it doesn't end. Undisputed, the fighting game, like it's crazy out here what we got going on. So buy the game if you want to, bro. That's completely fine. But you also have to understand there is people that still love 2K. There's people that enjoy getting on the game. You have to accept that if you're one of the 2K haters. That I understand where you're at, bro. But there's millions of people that don't watch streamers, they don't watch YouTubers, they buy the game every year. They play Now Online, they play MyGM, whatever it is, they are not worried about the microtransactions or whatever's going on, or maybe they just enjoy the game so much they don't care about that, which is also fun. If you are having fun playing 2K, that's awesome. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for you. Anyway, 2K25 News and Intel said 25 news season might start earlier this year. And he might have said that due to the fact that 2K is already basically telling us who one of the cover athletes are. However, I don't know. Maybe his source is from somewhere else. But last year, you guys know from the last video if you've seen it, 2K released the cover athlete on like July 7th. So they're maybe starting a little earlier this year because I don't think they were dropping any hints. And you guys know last year was also a earlier news cycle than they usually do. So maybe they're going even earlier this year. I don't know, but we have some possible key dates here. Starting July 12th is the 2K25 Summer League, which is of course sponsored by 2K, and they always drop some sort of information. The cover athlete, the official one, and then the pre-order announcements where we can see something about the game. That's where we get a little bit of information on what could possibly be out there. Now look, y'all know Uncle Demi. He's with 2K in some sort of way. I have no idea, but he's always got some information before the game comes out and things like that. He posted a video and he said 2K25 needs to be free to play. And in there, he was talking about what business model 2K could go with besides where they're at now with the game being free. And although it's some decent ideas that some people will agree with and some people won't, I just don't think 2K's ever going to change the business model that is working so good for them. You know what I'm saying? Why would they fix what isn't broken? For them, we might feel a certain way, but they're making a lot of money. And I feel like the last two earnings or so weren't really that good. We had a red negative one where they were definitely losing money. And then the last one I feel like was only green because the game was free to play and they did all that with my team. We've talked about this if you guys have been there. But as of this moment, 2K is still doing just fine. We'll see in the next year or so with all this competition and people getting tired of the game. And now people that have been upset are looking at all these other games, and 2K is probably not very high on their priority list. You know, people are going to have to prioritize not only their money, but where their time's going to go with a lot of these new games coming out. Like, I've been putting a lot of time into Elden Ring, bro. Like I said, I'm already on the last boss, and it's probably going to take me a long time to beat him, but I've got a lot of exploring to do and talismans to get. I'm not going to get deep into it because I don't know how many people from the 2K community play that. Once again, though, I highly recommend you get the game. It is an amazing breath of fresh air from where gaming is right now. Usually for most multiplayer games, it's in a very bad spot in the last many years because it's just focused on microtransactions and slamming them down your throat. And FromSoft, whatever that makes Elden Ring, they're specifically caring about you having the best experience you possibly could, of course, except from raging very hard at how hard the game is. I mean, there's places in the map that they're just optional. You can go through the whole game, not even see it, and it's beautiful. It's down to the last detail. Amazing. I'm gonna stop yapping about Elden Ring. There's an animation glitch in 2K24. We haven't talked about that this entire year because I just haven't really found it for a segment to talk about, but it's been in here for months. At first, it was very small. Almost nobody knew about it. And of course, word of mouth is going to get it out there more. And now it's bad. I believe it's only for jump shots, but that's still insane, especially with how 2K24 works. We all know at Starter 3, or is it Superstar? Yeah, Starter 3. Yeah, that's how much I've been playing lately, bro. Like, you can see in these gameplays, I was even rusty and still taking VC from these guys. But anyway, look at this pass right here. Zing. Oh my gosh. Dots. Just one animation, especially jump shots with the Patrick Mills one that you unlock at Starter 3 is game breaking. I mean, being able to put Patrick Mills on a 6'8" build is crazy. I mean, it puts you at a big disadvantage. I'm not even trying to gas it, and it should never even be in the game in the first place. Yes, it is the community's fault as well for there being a glitch out there and them wanting to do it. But of course, like I've tried to say for so long now, the main finger that needs to be pointed is at 2K. In any game, if there's some sort of glitch like this where you can be at an advantage, people are going to do it. It's 2K's fault for it, 1, even being in the game, 2, them not even fixing it, and 3, they don't ban people that are doing it. Like, I don't even know anymore, bro. In our last video, we were talking about people that are using Titans or Zens, whatever you want to call it, where you just press one button and it greens it for you. 2K is not banning them. And I got a comment, that's where we're leading into, where this guy said, for real, they don't ban no one. I have Patty Mills on all my builds, even center. And I was scared at first, but then I did it on 10 builds within a day. I mean, it's just crazy. And of course, I haven't done any glitches at all. Like the biggest glitch I've done this entire year, when I green, you guys will see it, where I have those green light animations that you can't actually put on. You have to make a WNBA build and then join someone in the stage as you're hovering over it, so you can get green light animations that for some reason 2K hasn't dropped in the park this whole year, which is just ridiculous in my opinion. But yeah, that's the biggest glitch I've done this year. Y'all know I'm not doing no glitches, because I know 2K's checking my account like every day. They want to find the smallest thing to ban me over, you know what I'm saying? They might even ban me for what I just said. Probably not, but you see what I'm saying? I'm not doing nothing like that, and I don't want to be at an advantage anyway versus other people. I can win just fine, you know? But Joey2K went to Twitter, and he said something pretty important. He said, players 6'10" plus watching guards shoot with Patty and wings shooting with T-Mac. I mean, it's bad out here, bro. It's really bad. Now, he made another tweet where he said, so I'm loading up in rec and I'm watching a 6'8" ISO with Patrick Mills base. And my question is, why do we have height caps in the game if we're going to have the exact same animation glitch for the past 2 years left unchecked? I mean, guys, this is the same glitch. I'm not going to tell you how to do it, but it's the same glitch from last year, basically. Like, it's like, bro, remember when 2K had the same VC glitch for like 2 or 3 years? Like, how does this happen? Of course, the VC glitch is good, by the way. That's forever the best glitch of all time. And remember, I just want you all to remember that I got banned many times, of course, for putting out VC glitches. And Reddit, the worst site on this planet, except for, you know, trying to find some issues that you have on something super specific. There's always something you can find on Reddit to help you with that. It's just a cesspool of hate and nasty geeks. But Reddit was glad when I was getting banned for posting VC glitches. And look where we're at now with how microtransactions are. They were celebrating me literally letting like kids and adults, whoever it was, not have to spend as much money or any money on the game. Oh, dweebs, bro. That's why I can never take them serious. But anyway, I've been seeing comments like this. Y'all know I literally read every comment. Like every single one, especially on the news videos. And it sucks to see, bro. He said, I've played and owned every single 2K from the Allen Iverson covers to Shaq till now. And I mean every single game. I've played them for ungodly amounts of hours, but I'm officially done with 2K. No 2K25 for me. It was fun. What a run, but it's over. I'm retired. LOL. And I've seen multiple of these. Like, believe it or not, I've actually seen a decent amount of people with almost the same comment. Like, I've played 2K since 2003, every single year, and I'm done. And I honestly understand that. But I also understand, and I want you guys to get it, that there's millions of people that are completely okay with what's going on. They're not, like my dad, for example. He is like 47. He's the one that got me into 2K, if you guys don't know. I might have talked about it before. And he buys 2K every year. He's not affected by any of these things that we've talked about this year. The new TOS or the VC prices or what's going on in my team. Because he plays Play Now Online. He plays maybe a few games a week. He's a casual, and that's okay to be a casual. But what I'm trying to say, what the point I'm trying to make is there's a lot of people that don't care about what's going on. They're not affected by what we are going through. And also at the same time, I'm not affected by a lot of the things you guys are affected by. And I understand that that makes the gameplay suck. Like not having teammates to play with, it is something I struggle with too as well, which is crazy. At almost 1 million subscribers, still struggling with trying to find people that have brains, right? I want to play with people that have a brain, but like I could understand not liking 2K when you love playing Park with your My player or whatever it is. You go into the solo rec and you have 4 teammates that are just terrible at the game. Ball hogging, they don't know anything about basketball. They're cutting 8 times a play. They're not letting the offense actually play out. I mean, it's rough. Cuts are good. Love cuts. But not doing it 8 times a play. Screens are good with guards and things like that. But not every play. The center needs to be set. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's obvious things. And I said that in the last video, and someone was like, well, basketball nowadays, you see these guys setting screens that are point guards and shooting guards. You don't even play basketball. No, I know how to win on 2K. And how to win on 2K is usually not by the guard and the shooting guard setting the most screens in the game, okay? I mean, you can. That's fine. But I'm saying, like, you guys understand what I'm trying to get to, bro. I could really relate, not necessarily relate anymore, but I could understand how you don't enjoy 2K. And it could honestly not even be 2K's fault. It could be the community. The people that you're playing with are terrible. You don't have people to play with consistently. And it's rough. Like with my 60 to 99 no money spent Kobe build, that's about to be my most popular video on my channel, by the way, guys. That's insane. Thank you so much once again. I can just understand a lot of the comments where people are like, yeah, you know, this is really cool that you showed us this. Or people, when I talk about it like this, they'll comment, but I don't have teammates to play with, so it's going to take a lot longer and things like that. It sucks. Like my estimate for someone to go 60 to 99 no money spent, that's not that good, like an average player with not having consistent teammates, would take about 200 hours of no my career. 200 hours of gameplay. Most people don't even put 200 hours into a game in a year, but think about 2 hours a day for a casual player. That's 100 days it takes to get to 99 overall. And of course, it's not like, oh, once you hit 99, now your player is finally usable, like you guys seen in the Kobe video, and I've recommended as well, that you don't have to necessarily spend all the way, you know, $100 of VC. You can get up to like 75 overall, 80, then do it no money spent. But like, not everyone can even perform that good or nearly that good at a 75 or 80. Like they need a lot of the attributes to be good. And it's just rough, bro. It's just rough. And I'll tell you guys what, man, once again, with Elden Ring and being able to just take all this time off and just like think about what's going on for next year and what's going on with the 2K community and playing a bunch of games. I've been playing a lot of XDefiant, as you guys know. I'm like level 103 on that, which is ridiculous. It's just really made me sit back and be like, damn. Like 2K is, I mean, this is most sports games, right? And some of them are worse than 2K, but it's like a lot of other games are in a much better spot. Like Elden Ring, they want you to have the best experience possible. Like I said, besides, you know, the raging, but like what I'm saying is the game is incredible. It's so deep. You can put insane amounts of hours into it. No microtransactions. And then when they finally drop a microtransaction, which is the new DLC, it is literally, I mean, it's almost a whole new game. It's almost Elden Ring 2. Like, it's really deep. $40, you're basically getting a brand new game. That's just insane. 2K, their microtransactions you have to get for a lot of players because they don't want to spend 150 hours to grind out their build. You know what I'm saying? It's almost a must. It's not even pay to win anymore, which some people don't even understand what I was saying with that before. It's worse. It's pay to play. Like, it's pay to enter into the game. You pay $70, and then unless you are one of the small percentages of people that do no money spent, you're gonna spend that money because, hey, I can spend $100 or I could spend 100 hours plus grinding out my build. And I understand, once again, that perspective of why would I want to do that? Why would I want to spend 100 hours playing a video game, right? That's, you usually get on a video game to have fun or challenge yourself, whatever. Playing a video game, in most of the time, I'm not saying everybody that does no money spent, but most people are not enjoying that process, especially in the first like 50 hours. So I could understand why you want to do that. It's pay to play. for a lot of people. It's gotten that bad. Anyway, guys, look, I want to talk about 2K25, okay? I really hope that 2K25 is going to have realistic parks again. Yes, realistic parks. I watched a video the other day and it was like, why 2K doesn't hit the same anymore? And he was talking about park and things like that. And it wasn't even something that I'd really thought about. And it was like, realistic parks is huge. But in the same way, I have talked about it before. We've got these fake parks that we get nowadays with affiliations. And I would say this is the first year out of 21, 22, 23, 24, 4 attempts that 2K has done affiliations correctly. What I mean by that is you get a boost for going to a certain area. You get the heat check. You get the two-way tenacity. They finally, after 4 years, done it right. But still, one thing that we loved back in the day was realistic parks. And what I mean by I watched a video on it and it made me think about something I've talked about is NBA Live, which is something I've talked about so many times, is a game where they paid for these licenses where you can play in California, Florida, Paris, wherever you want to play. And that is, you guys have heard me talk about it multiple times if you've heard me yap about it, but if not, it's the best thing about the game. Hold on, I gotta take a sip of water real quick so I can yap. It is the absolute most awesome thing about NBA Live. There's 30 different places you can play at online. Think about that. For a casual player especially, which is most of 2K's audience, and that's completely fine to be a casual, like I've told you guys, okay? I'm just saying, like 95% at least of players are casual players. So they don't get to play the game a lot. Imagine as a casual player, you don't get to play the game a lot, so that means every time you load up, you're gonna play at a new place. Like say you play for an hour or 2 hours. Like an hour, you're playing in maybe 5 games, something like that. So you play in 5 different courts. Each single time you played a different court. Next time, 5 new courts. It's gonna take you 6 days if you're doing 5 games a day to finally play at the same court again. Like, it's so refreshing. But not only that, 2K needs to have realistic parks in general. That was something that was big about the game back in the day, was the Sunset Beach, the Rivet City, the Old Town, how we had the chain nets in the Rivet. Old Town was the carnival. Sunset was, of course, like a beach. It was just very refreshing to the eyes. And now we're in the opposite of where we were in the past. So in the past, we had realistic parks and kind of arcadey gameplay. Now we have like more kind of realistic gameplay, although I don't really like saying that, and unrealistic parks. It's very odd the direction 2K has taken, but at the same time, you do have to understand that, if they did the same thing year after year, it probably would get old. So I do understand having to switch it up at some point. But it goes back to how long 2K can make a decision, even if people wanted it, and then they execute it incorrectly, and it just takes them years and years to change it. Like, remember when affiliations came out, and people for years have been like, you guys got affiliations back and you're still complaining. Well, that's because they didn't do it right. Remember 2K21 Next Gen, guys. First of all, the game came out, 6-7 builds, power forward by far, biggest advantage ever of any build. If you didn't have a 6-7 power forward, you're putting yourself at a nasty disadvantage. Then the game had the frame rate issues, things like that. But anyway, the affiliations, that was the first year that they brought them back, were literally stickers on the courts in the city. There was no feeling to it. There was no really theme at all. And they've tried to go up year after year, where last year was the first semi-acceptable one where I could see you saying was the first year they did affiliations correctly, 23, because it did have themes and things like that, but then they still didn't have the boost. They still didn't give you heat check, and they didn't give you +3 to playmaking or +3 to finishing. Whatever it is, was the little things that needed affiliations to be what we asked for. See what I'm saying? And it's been 4 years to where they finally did it correctly. So What I'm saying is, I hope that 2K doesn't continue this mistake for too long. And of course, it is always down to opinion. You might like the unrealistic parks better. However, I feel like most people, and me, want to have a realistic setting because that's what basketball is. I mean, if you're ever going to play basketball, like in real life, you go play at a park, you go play at a gym, you watch basketball at an arena, or you watch the Drew Rec Center or whatever, like when LeBron played, was it a year or two ago? That's a place you can literally play at in NBA Live. You know how cool that is? And yet 2K, for some reason, hasn't picked up on that. And I'm sure, please do not say, oh, they don't, that's going to cost money. That's going to cost money, Batch Plug, to get. They make plenty of money, okay? They make plenty of money. I don't want to hear no excuses about that. And also, like we've talked about many times with ideas, I don't want to hear excuses about, well, guys, if you add this into the game, then there's people are going to boost. People boost every single year. Once again, yes, a finger can be pointed at the community, but the biggest finger needs to be pointed at the people who are not banning the boosters. If every booster got banned, no one would really boost because there'd be no point. You're gonna get banned. And if you boost, you should get permanently banned. No slap on the wrist. That way people know if there's hard consequences for doing something bad, that's going to spread. And people are gonna be like, hell no, I don't want to boost. I'm not getting permanently banned. Like little things like that will take us a long way. But anyway, guys, I'm done yapping, okay? I'm done yapping. I'll get out of here. I'm sorry. Click this video right here if you want to watch it on 2K25. Tap it, whatever you got to do. And I'm out of here. Drop a like, bro. Hit that subscribe button. Why are you still listening? Because I'm literally leaving. It's like, you might as well click this, and I'm out. Peace.